which is always my mantra, right? I'm always talking about advanced bookings because I think that's the best way to save money. That's what I call Aloha Spirit. It's a world championship. It's 32 miles across the channel from Molokai to this part of Oahu on the east side. Aloha and welcome to another episode of the Hawaii Vacation Connection. Thanks very much for checking in with us for this Friday, August 12th, 2011. This is our 473rd podcast. Glad you're aboard. It's Friday. That means we answer podcast and listener questions and also Facebook and Twitter friends questions. And we'll be doing that today and giving away prizes. And welcome to the show. Aloha Yaling, how are you today?
Doing okay.
This podcast is brought to you by us. We're the owners of Hawaii Aloha Travel. We're in Hawaii. We're Hawaii's experts, and you can catch us on the web at www.hawaii-aloha.com.
Oh, I forget.
What'd you forget?
Phone number.
Right.
You can reach us at 1-800-843-8771 or email us at podcast@hawaii-aloha.com. And you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare.
Foursquare everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get over to our website, our blog, and you can find us. And very easy to track our antics around here.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday we had a great time. We went to check out the Lotus, which is formerly the W. A few years ago. It was owned by Castle. Castle was the management company, and it was recently taken over by Aqua. And so we got a chance to take a look at it. It is a beautiful property. You know, forget how gorgeous it is there, and that they have these very nice ocean views. It's a boutique hotel, 51 rooms. It's down more towards the Diamond Head side, more towards, I would say, you know, past Queens Beach, Kama'aina Beach.
Next to the canoe club?
Yeah, right near the Outrigger Canoe Club. So it's further down, near the new Otani Kama'aina Beach Hotel. It's really, I like that area. It's nice out there. It's quieter down there. And they're doing a great job. We posted a video of it, so check that out. The new Aqua Lotus. Lots of stuff going on here, but let's get right into the questions. Now, if you have a question, please get it to us, podcast@hawaii-aloha.com. If we answer it on the show, we send you out a bag of Hershey Macadamia Nut Kisses, only to be found here in Hawaii. They have these little pieces of macadamia nuts inside the Hershey Kiss. Oh, yummy.
Yum.
And also, we do this show every Friday, and we do it live. So if you'd like to be part of the live show, show up around 10 o'clock, and we can see you live.
Okay.
So let's get right to it. Our first question comes in from Carolyn Martin. And she says, what's the most romantic restaurant on Oahu? And please give us an update on Hawaii 5-0 Sunset on the Beach. Okay, Carolyn. Carolyn's actually coming to the Hawaii 5-0 Sunset on the Beach. If you haven't heard, in just about a month, on September 10th, the premiere of Hawaii 5-0 will be taking place on Sunset on the Beach. That means that they're going to show the premiere episode before you get to see it on the mainland, a week before that. And hundreds of thousands of people are going to show up, I have a feeling. At least tens of thousands. Last year there was like 12,000. This year I think the crowd's going to be doubled to 20,000. And we've been helping with that, helping folks get here for that. So if you're interested in Sunset on the Beach, get over to our webpage and we'll direct you to that, or just give us a call and we'll hook you up with all of the activities that are going on there. Now she's asking, where is the most romantic restaurant on Oahu? There are so many. One of my favorite romantic restaurants. Now, the restaurants I'm talking about here aren't cheap. Now, if you're going to be romantic, you don't want to scrimp, right? You know, you want to spend a little money. So my favorite is Michelle's at the Colony Surf. I like it. Yes, absolutely. I like it because it's French cuisine. The service is amazing, and you can actually have a beachfront dinner, you know, overlooking the beach. It's probably the most serene place, and it's actually very close to where this Lotus is that we were just talking about at the Colony Surf. It's right next door, actually, to the Lotus. So that would be my choice. The second choice would also be Lamir at the Halekulani.
Oh, that one is
the best, probably one of the best restaurants in Hawaii. So those would be my two suggestions for you, Carolyn. And we're going to send you out those Hershey Mac Kisses. You can have those for dessert over at Michelle's.
I know.
Okay, another question comes in from Tim, and he said he's been hearing a lot lately that some of the condos that are for sale on VBRO or VRBO are illegal. Is that true? And do you provide condos? And can you get me a cottage on Oahu? Well, this is a really interesting question, and we get this question a lot. A lot of folks are calling us and they want a condo, and they're seeing stuff on VBRO. VBRO is rent by owner, vacation rental by owner, VRBO. Now, here's the reason that we can't work with a lot of these condos is because they are, I don't want to say they're illegal, but they're not licensed, and they don't have the proper insurance. And when you rent a condo with us, you can be sure that they're not only licensed, they're insured, but they also have maid service. Of course, it's going to cost you a little bit more. But do you want to risk going online, going on VRBO or Airbnb? We've been hearing a lot of problems with Airbnb.
Because it's just in the news.
Yeah, anybody and their brother can stick their condo or their house on, Airbnb, and somebody can rent them. And we just heard about a terrible story where somebody's house was completely ransacked because they rented to some really weird people who showed up. Now, keep in mind, people that are renting those cheap places don't have money, and sometimes they're not from the best socioeconomic environment. Let's put it that way. Who knows where these people are coming from. And so this is why we have very limited inventory, and sometimes, we're not going to risk our business and our good name by recommending any old condo in Hawaii or anybody's house or room for you to rent in. So that's very true. There have been a lot of problems. In Hawaii right now, there's a big controversy because there's over 2,500, quote, non-licensed vacation rentals on the island of Oahu alone. And there needs to be a procedure for licensing them. I think it'd be all fine and well. We'd love to be able to work with them and offer them, but we can't hold the liability as a company recommending. We deal with hundreds of folks every month that come in, so we've got to be very careful with that. And that's the story with that. I'm not aware of any cottages on the east side, on this side of Oahu.
Cottage.
We're on the east side of Oahu. He's asking for a cottage on the east side of Oahu. They don't really have cottages out here. There's been talk of them building them up here, but there are no cottages.
Yeah, not on the beach.
On Oahu. So hopefully that helps you out.
Yep.
Thank you, Tim, for your question. You're getting a bag of Hershey Macadamia Nut Kisses.
$2 million cottage.
Exactly.
I know. Nice.
I know. Somebody in the live chat is talking about a $2 million cottage, and that would be nice. And some of those homes are not cottages, but you can get beautiful houses on the beach, and they do cost a lot of money. Like the one that President Obama stays in. It's like $40,000 a week or something, some crazy thing out in Kailua. Another question comes in from Mirthville Blue, and she says, I'm coming in from a non-U.S. destination. I'm thinking of picking up one of these disposable cell phones in Honolulu to use during the vacation. Is this a reasonable thing to do? And if so, what is the best phone carrier and what stores should I buy one at? Great question. In fact, I was going to ask you to bring that phone out here.
Oh.
We do that. Yeah, I don't know if you've got it handy, but we also do that. We recommend that you use those disposable phones, especially if you're coming in from another country. Yaling, tell us about what you do for your customers.
Okay. Usually, I will go to Radio Shack has, right? There's all the phone. And they sometimes have unlimited, the plan. You can use it for a whole year.
And it's a great price.
And it's a great price for the phone only. It's only $19. Last time we got it for $10.
$10 phone, and it's at Radio Shack. I forget the name of it. We have them here, and they work well, and they work international.
And then you can buy or prepay, maybe for $20, and then around like 200 minutes or something in United States.
They have great
so
plans.
if you stay longer, then you can do it in that way. Also, you can do testing the picture. You can take picture. Those phones are pretty good.
They're like smartphones. They really are.
Yeah.
And they're on sale a lot of times at Radio Shack. I'll put a link to it on our website. I'll post a picture on Facebook of that phone that we use for international travelers. It's a great idea, and I think you should do that.
I think it's better because it's much easier for communication.
Yeah, Mirthville is actually coming to the Hawaii 5-0 thing too. Congratulations. We got time for one more quick question. This coming in from Kathy Johnson. She wants to know, where's the best waterfall hike on Oahu if you were to pick one? I would say it's Moanawili Falls. That's got it all. It really does. It's easily accessible. There's a couple of strenuous parts to it, but not really that bad, I don't think. It's less than 30 minutes from Waikiki. Mm-hmm. It's only a 1.5 mile hike. Mm-hmm. And with that, it's just, you've got everything. You've got streams, you've got rainforest, you've got the falls, you can even get in the water in the pond there. Like I said, it can be a little bit challenging. It really is, I think, probably if I was going to pick one hike, it would be that hike. And we actually have a blog post on it, so I'll connect a link from our podcast page to that blog page, that blog post, so you can read all about it. Yeah, Catherine recently did it, and she wrote up a whole beautiful thing about all the to-dos and things to do and things not to do, and it's just a great post, and it'll explain everything to you, how to be prepared for that and how to do it. So hopefully that will help you out. Well, there is one more. I think we got time for one more quickie. Marianne wants to know, in the 90s, they went around on a ship around the islands, and one stop was way out there in Fanning Island.
Oh,
and she's wondering, if they still do that. And I wonder about that. What used to happen is, because of maritime law, they have the Jones Act, which means that if a ship does not have a U.S. flag, it has to stop at a foreign country. So for ships to come into Hawaii, they had to stop at this little remote island in the middle of the Pacific called Fanning Island. And so, because the ships were not flagged with the U.S. flag. So they used to come in here and go out to Fanning Island, and since they recently, in the last couple of years, they flagged these ships, U.S. ships, they don't have to go to a foreign country anymore, so they don't go out to that Fanning Island. And you know what? That's how they used to get their mail and everything. I wonder what happened to Fanning Island. And the people there's actually people that live in Fanning Island out in the middle of the Pacific. And I wonder how they're doing out there. That's a good question. So maybe we'll check up on that. So no, the ships do no longer go to Fanning Island. Good question, Marianne, and thank you for that memory. If you have a question, remember to send it to us at podcast@hawaii-aloha.com. Now's the time in our show where we like to talk about packages, right? You're coming to Hawaii. What is it going to cost? What can you expect to pay? We've got some sample packages that have been booked in the last 24 to 48 hours. Ling, you put those together, so tell me what we got today.
And we have the family of 2 and travel from September 15th to 21st from Memphis to Honolulu. Stay in the Sheraton Waikiki with the rental car, also the Jomen Luau. And total $3,459.
$3,459 includes a lot of stuff, and they're coming in all the way in from Memphis. Congratulations to these folks, the Tyndalls. James and Carla, you're going to have an amazing time in Hawaii. Now, you see, now we're always going to look for those hotel deals for you. So if there's a 3rd night free or a 4th night free, we're going to make sure that you get that and take advantage of it. Geez, we're running out of time.
Yeah.
So we've got to wrap it up. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. For my beautiful wife, all of us here at Hawaii Aloha Travel, we want to thank you for tuning into the show. Remember to catch us every Friday out here. We love to hear from you, so get involved. You'll be happy you did. That's going to wrap it up. We're going to say aloha and mahalo.